Greetings there, fellow citizens of the Delvestone. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, DURIN'S Folk. Episode 9, An Abduction in the Delving. So, gold is probably what I'm after here. So let's go to the Wild Deep. And the reason for this is because Kazad steel is a frequently required resource, which is a mix of gold and iron, 2 parts gold, 1 part iron. If you stand near the return beacon, you get mountain lore, which gives you a buff.
What does this friend have for us?
Here we are, our first expedition. Make the most of it. We won't be back this way. Enter, get what you can. Once you have what you've come for, we'll return to the spot and journey home. You'll have no time to build, so just gather. And, you know, he'll be here to give me aid. So if we die, speak to me and recover. So what these are is the resources you gain here. Like, this is the only time we'll ever be in this zone.
Let's get going.
So it's infinite resources. Every time you go on a new expedition, it's just a new subset of resources, so you can never run out. So it solves the whole, like, there's finite resources in the game problem. Also, I find that mining the resources yourself is slow. Killing orcs and looting their chests is fast. So I'm going to do the killing orcs looting chests way, because it's just a lot faster. So the ideally you want to go into the caverns and find where, like, a whole bunch of orc camps are, and just, like, steal their resources. Because you can get, you know, like 100 gold from one orc camp, or 30 gold by mining for a long time. So the way I tackle these is I just, like, blitz through and look for camps. And they only spawn in some types of world generation. Meaning, like, these river areas will never have orc camps. So I'm gonna get away from the river area and look for...
I heard something.
Good. I hear orcs. That means we're getting close to where we want to be. Grab the key. Grab the chest. Grab a bajillion gold. As you saw, like, my inventory is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of gold. Much faster than having mined it myself, I'd say. And we can keep running around and pillaging their camps. So we'll... Oh, there's another camp.
Perfect! Ha-ha! That's one more for me!
And you'll get... The resources you get from the camps are the resources that are found in the mountain. So it's not guaranteed to be gold in this case. It will be either gold or citrine. Citrine because that's the other resource that could be found. Oh, this is a dead end. And these zones are sort of finite in size. They are pretty big though, mind you. But there's only going to be so many camps. Some of them, depending on the enemy types that you end up getting, like, won't even have a lot of orc camps for you to pillage like this. And in instances like that, it might even be worth you just, like, ditching your expedition to try to find one that has a lot more orcs. But I like to find expeditions that have a lot of orcs by default so that you can just steal their stuff. Because I could be mining for, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes and not get this much gold. Even with, like, mining blessings and everything. Oh, we got some nameless beasts and trolls. I think the nameless beasts and trolls will fight one another. They should. Rude. Can you not do that? And there's another camp. Perfect.
Orcs!
And there's almost no resources to be had, like, actually killing the orcs. Like, you'll get, like, a few coins, maybe. But almost everything is in the camp flag
Not this one
key.
day.
As I'll demonstrate here. So I got, like, 1 meat, 2 scraps, 2 damage boosts. You know, it's pretty garbage. But in the chest, I have 30, 60, 90, 126 gold. Yeah. Put effort where effort is due. Alright. The entrance is here. This is the Misty Mountains. This is the Wild Deep. So if you're ever lost, you can just, like, mouse over where the Misty Mountains are. That's where your exit point. And I'll look for 1 more camp for gold. Because I have about 1/3 of my armor left. Pick the mushrooms? I don't really need to. We're growing enough mushrooms back home, I think. The guano would be worth it, though.
Troll! Did he see us?
And the trolls on these missions are not, like, sun allergic, so you can't just, like, lure them into the sunlight. Well, this will probably loop all the way back. Sometimes you'll have nameless that are, like, stuck in terrain, like that one was. Which is funny, because they're nameless and harmless. Could you not? I want to get by you. No, stop it. Stop, man. Stop trolling me. It's also worth noting the amount of gems you get from the gem deposits are insane here. So if this was an emerald zone, I would be mining. So I find that if you're looking for a specific gem deposit, a precious gem, it's worth mining. But if you're looking for mineable resources like ores, it's worth just like camp looting. So you'll see me do a mix of the two depending on the specific resource I'm after. So I'm after emeralds and I'm after gold, and these are topaz, because this was a topaz excursion. I hadn't gone down this way, but yeah, you can see that it's a very finite expedition. The intention is you spend about a day in this expedition, and, like, then you're done. Ooh, I got lucky. There's another camp.
Filthy dwarves.
Perfect.
Alright, I've got gold for days. Still have a little bit of armor left. Let's see if we can get 1 more camp. Nah, I don't think that's going to lead to a camp. You can see how very little concern I have for the enemies around me because I'm in, like, head-to-toe mithril armor. So it's like, you can't hurt me enough for me to care. They almost broke my armor, but, you know, it only costs a few metal fragments. Now, there's another bug where your return walkway back to the camp will, like, be weird. Here it is. And that every single excursion I've ever gone on has the occlusion map, like, wrong for looking backwards. So, yeah, it's a little weird that I'm, you know, floating or whatever. Again, another really inconsequential but kind of disruptive bug that I hope they patch out. There you go. First excursion done. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get a emerald excursion because I actually need the emeralds. The gold was just something I wanted to like stockpile. With that said, I am absolutely going to need more boxes because I'm going to be completely out of boxes after we go on some of these excursions. One of the things I had intended to do is to design a metallurgy district for my base here, which I still want to do at some point. So I'm not going to do that right now, but pretty soon I'm going to need to, because I'm just, I don't even have enough room for this gold ore. Just because of the amount of volume that you can get from one little run. It's pretty absurd. Oh, we are under attack. That's fun.
You orc filth! I'll tear you down!
Well, I guess I should probably repair my armor before I go fight. And now I'm fresh to go.
Troll! Did he see us?
Yo, buddy,
I need
is that my cook?
Weapon for this. Son, man.
What are you, the Iron Chef? Like, he's running around with a pan. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get you! How about you leave it to me? Because, as far as combat efficiency, I think I have you beat by a country mile. Why do I use chests over pallets? I find pallets are annoying to interact with. To manage. I just don't like them. I like them for, like, things like stone and wood that you have a bajillion of and you just want to put them away. But for things like ore, I don't like interacting with them. Just a personal preference. Well, that was not much of a raid. They threatened me with a good time, and they failed to show up. It's a morale breaker to have your cook, like, beat trolls to death? Yeah, probably. Fair point. Fair point. Alright. Hopefully today, the stage 1 of the monument will be done. Oh yes. Oh yes. Also, what was that growl? Oh, I know what that growl was. Hey, you! Get the hell out.
The monster has run off and taken dwarves. Where's it gone?
Sorry, Sigbert. So, our base just came under attack by that thing. And it wants me to speak to the Wanderer about it. Which we'll do in just a second, because I want to trigger the flames stage 2, so that we know what to do. But this is something called a Gorun. No true name exists for this strange creature. But it's been abducting our dwarves.
What news?
Stage 2. Wood scraps, granite, copper, and sandstone. So we're going to need red sandstone and copper in large amounts in order to build that thing. And red sandstone was purchased from the trader. And then copper, something that we're going to need to probably go on excursion for and to smelt.
I'm telling you, your boldest ships you've
So current priority.
backwards, Bo. For if I were he and he were me, well, don't you think I'd know? If I knew this land as true as my heart, leaving nothing unexplored, perhaps I might be Durin. Perhaps I might be Durin. Perhaps I
have
might
other
be
things to
Durin,
take care
king
of.
of axes, king of dwarves.
Oh, I love that song!
Alright, so the current priority is to amass those resources and then to also rescue the dwarf that got abducted. I'm also, just a reminder to you all, to remind me, I'm low on ales, so soon I'm going to need to cook some new ones. So there is a wild deep run for emerald, which we can do at some point today, but let's go talk to the Wanderer. Which dwarf was it? I'm not sure, but we'll talk to the Wanderer. You know, I never made him a bed. Oh, here he is. He doesn't care.
Are we all in danger?
It's a strange creature that stalks us, but it leaves a trail that I can follow. Meet me at the expedition table and we can hunt down and rescue the dwarves the beast has taken from us alive, hopefully. Okay. Let's figure out who got abducted. But we have a rescue expedition. Alvi, our miner, got taken. Alright, I am planning on working on getting the resources we need for the flame monument more than the rescue, because it will take a while to actually physically build the flame monument. And then while we're like in the process of building it, we can do rescue stuff. Ah, crud.
It's been a while.
Oh my goodness. So much coal. Yep, that's quite a lot of coal. I'm gonna leave it in there for now. Alright, once we eat for the day, I'm gonna go on that emerald run. So how many emeralds do I have already? 17? And I believe the... Well, let's double check. The merchants. I believe they buy them in stacks of 30. Stacks of 30, and we'll buy 270. So 7 stacks. Got it. And that's for 30 credit apiece.
What are you
And they're
willing
selling
to buy?
redstone at 50 credit or 50 reputation, and so I need to sell them a lot of emeralds or sell them some of the other trade goods that they're looking for in order to get the reputation to buy the redstone for the monument.
Sincere thanks.
So we've got 150 reputation to make for the 300 sandstone we need. And then, of course, there's the whole copper and granite requirement. The copper can be another excursion to get copper, And then the granite is just something that will happen upon as we go on excursions. It's also worth noting that the type of stone that you typically will find is based upon the difficulty. So like this Dark Mine 3-star, we're going to find a lot of rock. A 5-star, we're going to find like, 4 and 5-star we'll find more granite and more adamant. Basically, the easier it is, the more likely you are to have lower level resources. So sorry, rescue the lost. You're gonna have to wait, because I want my emerald. So we have this run for emerald and resin. Begin. That, and I don't really need, like, so many coal miners, because, to be blunt, I have too much coal at the moment. We got stupid amounts.
I've been here before, but never inside.
Ooh, I should have gotten some buffs.
Let's get going.
Can you... Stupid wood. There we go. So unlike the gold that I got from the last excursion, the precious stones here, these things, are going to net, like, insane amounts of emerald. So they're worth mining out. Because the orc camps are only going to drop, like, 10 emerald, whereas these mining nodes will drop, 30 or something. I've gotten 9 so far. 10.
Pour over ore till days and away, hey, when the work is done, ale in my hand by the heart.
Oh, I love that song.
So yeah, I've gotten 16 already. It goes pretty quick. And as I mentioned before, on these runs, every single precious gem will be of that type that you went on an excursion for. So you're not, unlike the regular map, you're not competing with other things. Like normally in Return to Moria, when you see a precious gem outcropping, it will drop one type and it will be random. And you have to like hit it, discover what type it is, and then if it's not the type you want, you move on. Whereas here, it's all guaranteed to be that one type, which makes amassing a specific resource, really, really efficient.
Perfect.
And look at that. That is a lot of emerald right there. Good lord. Cheers. I feel bad for for Alvi. He's like captured by like a vampire bat, and I'm here like mining up emeralds. It's like, yeah, bud, sorry. The mountain called. So we could potentially sell up to 210 gems. We only need 90 in order to... Actually, no, we need 180 in order of just emeralds, unless we make something else, to be able to afford the red sandstone. With that said, we're already up to 61, so we're a third of the way there. He's a dwarven miner. He knew the risks. He would understand going emeralds first. Yeah. Alright, we are halfway there. We're at 90. And there's more gems right there.
Monsters in the air!
And this is why the excursions, oh, hi Moth, make mining or farming a specific resource a little bit more tolerable. I kind of wish that you could send your dwarves on excursions, like a lot of games have mechanics for. Like, that is, I think, what it's missing more than anything else, because it would solve the whole, like, simulated problem of, like, your miners at your 12, like, are simulated and, like, sometimes don't work, whereas if they were sent on excursion, you would know that they were doing the thing you wanted them to do. And unfortunately, that is not the case. Alright, up to 106 or something, 104. About 110. And it's, in my opinion, a little bit easier to farm gems for the traders than it is to, create blacksmith goods. Oh, resin. I don't even want it.
We got orcs!
There we go. More gems there. Depending on how big the node... Oh, we're about to get a horde, too. As you can see. Yeah, my head.
Ah! A horde! Get ready!
Yeah. We're almost done. We're 150 out of 180. If my math isn't wrong. And the horde is fighting the drakes. Works for me. I also have some emeralds at home, so I don't even need the full 180 because I had like 16 at home. But probably one more node of emeralds will be good. Yep, there we go. Alright. That's probably all I need. The out, I am going the wrong direction. I acknowledge. I know I also needed granite, and there's granite where the resin is. So these excursions aren't a terrible way to amass stone is either. Because I don't care for the resin, so I'm going to dig around the resin and get some granite while I'm here, too. The horde's about to subside, so I'm not really worried about it. It's gone now. Because I know I needed about 1,000 granite and also copper. And I'll probably find... Copper is actually likely to be in regular rock, host rock. So, if I want granite, I'll need to get it now rather than when I'm going copper farming for the copper ingots. Just making sure I have inventory space. Seems to be fine. It's funny to be, like, mining out precious and semi-precious gems, but, like, only on accident because it happened to be near my granite. Damn it, I just wanted the granite, man. And I've got about a third of the granite I require already. Resin's kind of annoying in that when resin spawns, it spawns massive nodes of it, because it's like a very common resource. Same with like salt. So resin is not a good host rock to try to get granite as a result, because you'll end up with just a lot of extra resin. Whereas like silver in granite would be, there'd be a lot more granite than silver, for instance. Alright, this is a dead end, so I know what I'll probably do is just mine out a little bit more granite and then turn back. And hand this stuff in. We already have half the granite we need. And that's not counting the stuff I have at home. So, it is farming. It's not like intolerable levels of farming, in my opinion. Oh, and there's even more emeralds if we need it. But there'd be no buyer. If you're wondering, the recipes, or rather the things that each trader asks for is static. So, the Red Mountains trader will always want emeralds, and will always sell, the sandstone, the red sandstone. Well, that was just rude. You know what? Rude dragons get killed. You want to get pushed into the water? Oh, I can't really push you, can I?
Perfect.
Again? Fair play. Stop trying to drown me. I'm gonna punch you. Oh, the scales fell in the water. That sucks. This is where having a mace would come in handy, because a mace would be a more effective weapon against them than the sword or axe. Or a two-hander, even, because they're annoying to block. Alright, after this granite node, I'll head back. It's already nighttime, so I don't want to be here in the, like, wee hours where you get a huge stamina debuff.
Her strong and wail her song, pour over o'er till days and way, hey, when the throat runs dry, ale in my hand by the heart, ale in my hand by the heart. Ah, a song for
Moria,
a mining heart.
The exit is probably through here in the north. Oh yeah, it's these nodes here that would just be hella granite. These types of caves are awesome for host rock. So I lied. Taking advantage of the resource. I actually almost have enough granite. I'm up to 700 out of the 1,000 that I require for the next build stage, so... Alright, that's granite, that's adamant. And I know I left some, but, like, it mostly has... It looks mostly like resin. Says my inventory is basically full. So, yeah, definitely time to move back. We'll make room for poo, though. And the adamant I mined as just a result of trying to get these emeralds is going to be useful for other monuments later on, because monuments are made out of stone, granite, and adamant, depending on the monument. So keep all your stone. Like, before the DLC came out, most dwarves would probably have way more stone than they had any reason to keep. But now, the equation has changed significantly, where thousands of stone is like a common requirement. So that should be all the redstone, the red sandstone that I require. And I'm going to set up a dedicated, like, trade box. I'll just put it over here. And this is going to be the trade goods that we purchase. Okay, so I got my emeralds. Awesome.
I'm getting tired.
And now, we'll just go to sleep. Before triggering all that trade. I should have probably asked Vroer to go search for copper. Copper is, like, common enough to find on excursions, but that would have been smart to do. So I'm going to do that now, so that if we don't end up having copper. An ale reminder? Yes, I did remember. Coal, amber, amethyst, gold, sunstone. Copper and Zaleb is at this dark mine. Got it. So, we have a place to get it. Right, let's check the kegs. 24 left. And no brew. Thanks for the reminder. So because the Red Mountain Trader is only going to be here for maybe 2 more days, I ought to get the sandstone now, and then we'll work on getting copper.
One hand around a tankard, the other up to well. She was fit of might most anyone after 18 pints of ale.
That's my favorite song.
Manzil Abgal Makru? What are you willing to part with, friend?
Cool. So there we go. We got all the sandstone we need for the monument. And in the emeralds and getting red sandstone. I would say in that trade, I got screwed. Because that's a lot of emeralds for not a lot of sandstone. But, you know, game mechanics being what they are. So be it. All right, now we can drop this material into this box. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
Smiles on us today.
the only material that we have yet to obtain would be the copper ingots. I'll double check on that. But I believe that's all we're missing in the equation. And we need a lot of them. So it's gonna take a minute. I also might want to prepare more forges. So that I can have a lot more. I don't... The NPCs that smelt your... Oh, I accidentally put my axe away. The NPCs that smelt your ores for you, I don't find particularly useful because it's just really quick to queue up your own. Where did I put my DURIN'S? Oh, no. I thought I had put it away, but I guess I didn't. Looked grayed out to me. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, DURIN'S, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow dwarves.